Hi, friend. Welcome to the Divinely Aligned channel. Today, I am going to take you on a little journey and I am going to help you consciously connect to your divinity, to your truth, so that you can receive whatever you need. Now, we're going to do this in a few parts and it's really easy, but I do encourage you. You can listen right now if you're not prepared. But I encourage you to come back and do this with your eyes closed and then with pen and paper if you can, because this process is really fun. It's just a really fun way to get into innocence, to learn how to listen to yourself in the now, because this is something that I'm seeing a lot in the world, is that we have lost the ability to connect to our divinity, to our truth, to our intuition in the moment. We are spending so much time caught in our minds, forgetting that the answers happen in our heart, that the truth lies in our soul, and that here and now in the present moment, we have everything we need. And when we're willing to be intimate, to be connected, to be tuned in, tapped in, plugged in to here and now, connected to the quantum field, we can receive whatever we need. And you can do this at any moment. I'm here. I'm Courtney, if you don't know me. And I'm here. My purpose here is to help you see how easy and effortless it gets to be you. I love nothing more than bringing people present to hearing your heart and your truth. So let's go on a little journey. We're going to connect to our hearts. We're going to breathe. We're going to feel. We're going to receive. And then we'll move to step 2 of this process. And I promise you, it's going to be really fun. So don't skip it. Play along, doing whatever you need to find space where you can close your eyes, where you can just go inward. So if you need to do this later, just save it and make sure you come back. Once you're ready, ideally sitting up, relaxing your shoulders. You can be on the floor, in a chair, whatever is comfortable for you, but just making sure that you feel a long line from your sit bones through the crown of your head so that we can really move through our energetic channel. Relaxing your shoulders, maybe just like moving them up and back a few times, just feeling your shoulder blades drop down. Closing your eyes if you haven't. Starting to notice your breath. Feeling your breath moving in and out of your body, and just noticing your breath. How does it feel? How freely is it moving into your body? Are you breathing deep or shallow? And no judgment, just awareness. Just awareness and presence. Now, as you notice, starting to breathe deeper and deeper. So on the inhales, fully inhaling all the way down, expanding into your belly. On the exhales, fully releasing, exhaling out of your mouth. Now, if it's not working for you to breathe in and out of your nose and your mouth, if you have a cold or anything, you adjust as you need. But ideally, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Making sure that on the inhales, you're breathing and expanding into your belly. We're not contracting our belly on the inhale. We're expanding it. We're opening it. On the exhales, releasing, contracting. Every inhale, holding at the fullest. Just seeing how long you can hold at your fullest capacity of breath. Maybe each round of breath, breathing a little bit deeper. And on every exhale, fully releasing, emptying a little bit more. Every exhale, holding at your emptiness, feeling your emptiness. And just allowing your breath to bring you present, to bring you into yourself. Noticing on the inhales how you feel. Just connecting into how you feel, allowing your presence to reveal whatever is going on, and just observing. Every exhale, just allowing yourself to release whatever feels heavy, whatever feels stuck. Letting your breath calm your nervous system, recalibrate you, reconnect you to the truth that you are divine love and light, here, now, right on time, perfect, whole, sacred. You can allow your breath to soften, just breathing however feels best for you. But keeping your eyes closed if you can, making sure your shoulders are still relaxed. And just notice the heightened level of presence, knowing that that presence, that breath is your divinity. It is divinity. Feeling yourself activated, awakened, attuned to the power that you hold within to be in peace. And just feeling yourself in a state of peace, of grace, of contentment as much as you can. Just being here now, feeling here now, breathing here now. Then bring your inner gaze to the space between your brows. Just rolling your eyes up and in towards the third eye. Then as you keep your gaze to this space, bring your awareness to your heart, feeling your heart beating, breathing in harmony. Bringing your awareness to your heart, feeling your heart beating. Just starting to feel your heart and your breath in harmony. As you focus on your heart, noticing in the center of your heart a little flicker of light. As you focus on this flicker of light, just watch as it expands, seeing this light expand through your heart, filling your heart with light. Knowing that this light is the light of awareness. Just becoming aware of the power of your heart. Feeling your heart. What does your heart feel like? What does it feel like in your heart? And just observing whatever comes to you. And then feeling as this light in your heart starts to expand through your whole being, feeling light pour through your whole being till your entire being is filled with bright light. Just feeling and seeing yourself sitting there as pure divine light. Just activating and awakening all of the truth, all of the power, all of the magic that is alive within you, that is innately you. And then feeling all of the light start to move to the space between your brows. So bringing that inner gaze, if it's moved, to the space between your brows. Bringing all of the light here. to your third eye, to your divine mind. And as you focus on this light here, see as this light starts to open and expand. As this light opens and expands, seeing a portal in front of you. Starting to feel yourself moving into this portal of light. As you move through this light, knowing that this light is activating and awakening within you new confidence, new power, new intuitive knowings, new magic. It is activating and awakening you to a whole new level, ascending you and transcending you beyond the limitations that are currently stopping and blocking you from hearing the truth. Just feeling yourself moving further and further away from anything that is currently anchoring you in anything that is of lower vibration and density. Feeling yourself freer and freer as you move through this portal of light. Knowing that you are going to a whole new level of you. Just feeling the excitement, the peace, the harmony, the grace as you move through this portal of possibility, of potential, of limitless light and love. Now starting to see in the distance an opening to the portal, knowing that on the other side of this portal is you, the highest version of you. And you are about to step into that you. As you get to the end of the portal, entering in to you. Just noticing what that looks like, what that feels like. Maybe it's vast openness. Maybe it's the quantum field. Maybe it's your human body. There's no right or wrong, but just feel yourself as the highest version of you, the expression of you that is limitless, that is divine. And just owning and knowing that this is, always has been, and always will be you. All that's needed is your realization. Now, as your true self, consciously, what do you know? What do you know it is time for you to do? To let go of? To choose? How do you move higher? And then bringing your awareness back to your breath. Feeling your breath. Feeling your body. And just feeling any differences that you feel energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Just feeling yourself here, this upgraded version of you. And bringing your hands to your heart. Feeling your heart beating. And just noticing how your heart feels now. Maybe asking your heart how it feels. Just hearing your heart. seeing your heart, feeling your heart. And then pressing your hands together at the center of your chest, bringing a smile to your face, blinking your gaze open to your fingertips. Now getting your pen, paper, journal, and I'm going to have you write a question at the top, and then you're just going to allow your divine self to spill all of the details. Okay? So if you're ready, divine self, what do you want me to know today? And then just write. Don't think about it. If it's one word, if it's a novel, you can pause me, but just allow yourself to just let the paper or the pen hit the paper and just write. And I promise you, the more you allow yourself to just get out of your head and into your heart, which I've just put you in, you will receive everything you need. So just let your divinity give you whatever clarity you're needing today, whatever brought you here. Now, if you need more time, just pause me now. I'm going to keep going. So hopefully now you have finished writing this letter from your heart, from your divinity to you, which it is all you. You are all one. We are all one. It's just different levels of consciousness. So I just connected you and put you into and opened up the channel of your heart to the quantum field, which knows all. And when you allow yourself to be connected to your divine self, which is also your superconscious self, which is also the quantum field and the Akashic records, it is where everything is known. You will receive what you need. There is a reason that you were guided here today, that you pressed play, and that you went on this journey with me. And maybe you feel frustrated. Maybe you feel like you were like forcing the words. You weren't. If not much came through, it's just because this is new. I cannot encourage you more to cultivate this practice. I do this daily. Every morning is a part of my divine morning ritual as I let my divine self I just ask what it wants me to know and do. And yes, we can get in our heads of like, I'm just writing down what I want to say, or I keep saying the same thing, or there's nothing coming through. There are things coming through. You are just most likely thinking that it's either not true, it's not the right answer. You're just creating that in your head. Well, you're creating it, you're thinking it, you're perceiving it for a reason. There are billions and billions of different thoughts that you could be having, but you are having this one. And what you'll most likely see is that the more that you do this, the more that you consciously connect to the field and that you consciously listen to and allow your highest self, your divine self, to script and soul spill to you what you need in the now, you will start to see that there's like consistency in the message, that you're saying the same things. And when you read it back to yourself, and what I like to do with this practice, and again, do this how best suits you. It may feel weird. You may feel like you're forcing it. I did, but I just kept going with it and I had to create my own way. Like some people that have heard have like done something similar. Ask a different question every day. I like to leave it as open as possible. I just want my highest self to tell me what they want me to know that day. And sometimes when I start writing, I feel like I'm like creating it or forcing it, which I know isn't true. And then I just can't stop most days. And by like the second or third page, there's some really good shit that starts to come through. And then what I find is that when I listen, man, so good. And this is all just about being in innocence, because everything is created first in the imaginary, and then we bring it into reality. And so if you're feeling like in life you're stuck, you're struggling, if you're here listening to the Divinely Aligned channel and you've just gone through this process, then you're some level of awakened and on some level of a awakening and ascension journey. So use this as much as it serves you to really get the confirmation and clarity of what you're here to do. Because every single one of us is here on our own sacred and divine path. And we live in a world where we're being so overloaded with information in what we should be doing. And in, this next course and this next thing and this next thing, like where you go on the internet, the algorithm is going to show you more of what you've been looking at. And slowly we start to think that to be however way we need to do all of these things. And I'm not saying that you don't, but we need to do it from our sovereignty, right? We need to do it from connection to our truth. So when you cultivate this ability to hear and talk to yourself intimately, it is life-changing, because when we can be intimate with ourselves, we can then be intimate with the world. But when we don't have the ability to be intimate with ourselves, to be connected, to know ourselves, to realize ourselves, then we can't be authentic and intimate with the world, because if we don't know who we are, how the fuck is anyone else going to know? And this world has enough people in it that are just playing roles. There's enough people out there that are being their version of someone else. If you want to be the true you, then I highly encourage you, and this may not work for you. This just may not resonate as something that, is, you may feel like you're forcing it. You may not love it, and that's cool. You don't have to do it to connect to your divinity, but your truth is always here now. And anything that you can do, any way that you can find the ability to connect and cultivate with your truth, with your voice, is how you will truly transform into the limitless version of you that is here. You are as limitless as you allow yourself to be. The only limitations that you have are in your own mind. So that's why I love bringing these things to you, is because any way that I can get humans to be in their being in the now, I know that shifts and magic and miracles happen. So just don't overthink it. Be in your innocence, be in your heart, be in what felt good to you, be in what came through, and just trust it. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to make sense of it. That's the one thing I want to end this with, is like, whatever comes through, just trust it. Know that now through you writing it, and I encourage you after you write it to read it. It's crazy how different it is. And then if you like, what I was going to say is I read it. So I write, and then I read what I wrote, and then I leave it. And then at the end of every week, I read the week. And then at the end of every month, I read the month. And it is fucking fascinating, because from even just reading the week to the month, you will start to just see and perceive this, like, you're scripting your life, which I'm a big fan of scripting, but a lot of the time when we're scripting, when we're like writing out or manifesting or, doing vision boards and stuff, a lot of the time we're doing it from the lens of limitation of where we've just been in life. So this practice of connecting to your heart, of getting into your beingness, and then asking your divinity to give you the clarity, you are scripting your life from the land of limitless possibilities, known as the quantum field. And there's a million different things you could write down, more than that, right? But you will start to see that there's a certain reality that starts to unfold in your soul spelling, and it helps give clarity as to what you're here for. Because unfortunately, our humanness cannot comprehend how good it gets to be. But our superconscious, our high self, our divine self, source, God, universe, however you see it, knows how good it gets to be for you. So I encourage you to try this for at least a week. Just humor me and try it. And please let me know below, or DM me or whatever, if you do this, what comes through. And like, just give yourself a week. Just try it, because what you will find is it gets less and less awkward. and you stop questioning yourself as much. And who cares? Like if it is just you writing down all the things that you would love to do and have in your life, then okay, you're getting a lot of clarity on what you want to do. And if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Any way that you can envision being exists already. It already exists. There is already that version of you doing that thing. It's just that you need to get in vibrational alignment with it. So if you, in this timeline, in this human body, in this level of consciousness that you're in, want to start to bring to you all that you can see and perceive as your dream reality, all you have to do is be divinely aligned, is be here now, is cultivate the practice, the ability to be present. We've spent enough time and enough years in the past. Like, how much of your life have you wasted on the past, on trying to fix and problem solve your way out of the past? Let's move beyond, right? That's all 4D. That's all the fourth dimension, right? And if you're here to be in the fifth dimension, in the fourth density, then you need to start to see and be the divinity that you are, which takes showing up as that version. So that's what this for me started to evolve into, is that the more that I started to really like connect, because we need, like when we're envisioning things, to then start to see them become a reality. Once we can connect emotionally, once we really get into the feeling, so that's why repetition is so good. It's magic. Like it is fucking magic, because our unconscious that is running the show 95% of the time, we can completely reprogram it from all of its limitations, but our unconscious learns through repetition. So if currently you're struggling with like understanding that and trying to live as you want to, but the 3D world is getting in your way, when you cultivate this practice of first going into like, that dream state of the meditation and connecting, but then taking it to consciously writing out and really seeing and scripting and getting into that dream reality. And then as you're now integrating and living in this 3D world while also being in the 5D, it just starts to all flow in harmony. And you start to really know what you're here for. And it's fucking magic. And it's not just me experiencing this. Like my clients are experiencing this. This is just one of the greatest tools I've found for moving beyond the limitations of the world of fixing and changing and problem solving and healing our trauma and our drama and all the stuff from the past. And I'm not saying to bypass that, but I'm going to assume if you're here, you've spent enough time suffering in it. You've spent enough time trying to like change it. And what's happened has happened. And I'm not like downplaying or diminishing any trauma or anything that's happened to you, but you can keep suffering and replaying these things. And every time that we replay anything in the past, it shifts and changes, and it's always the truth of what we know now, but it comes less and less the truth of what it was, right? Anyways, it's a whole other conversation. All that you can be is here now. And you right here, right now is perfect. You are perfect, you are divine, you are aligned, and you get to be whatever you want to be. And the more and more that you see and connect and can create and envision this version of you, this world, this life that you love, that you want to live, that is what your highest self is going to reveal to you. So that's what we're coming to the clarity for, because most likely any reason that you're watching this still, any reason that you pressed play, is because today you wanted that clarity and confirmation from your highest self of what to do. So what I'm here to tell you is to do this, to do this for at least a week and see what it gives you. So give yourself 7 days, and at the end read it daily, and then at the end of the week read the whole week and just see the consistency, see what comes through. And some days it may be one sentence, some days you may write a whole novel. And maybe one day we just have a series of soul spilling novels. It's one of my dreams, because our souls need space to be heard. So anyways, Okay, before I go down too many rabbit holes of my dreams and what my soul spilling journal looks like, I'll share that one day in some way. Okay. Love you all. Please let me know. Please let me know in some way below. DM me, email me, something. Let me know what this gave you, what you heard, and let me know if you do this for the week. Because if you do this for the week, you're you're really here. You're really here to quantumly transform and transcend and ascend into being the conscious creator and manifester of your reality. Okay. Love you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, follow wherever you're hearing this. Stick around, come back, because I'm on a mission to cultivate and create a divinely aligned community of beings that want to exist and be in the 5D with me, because it's way more fun in the 5D with friends. So join me. Okay. Love you lots.